Hi, Christopher.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm Amy Falken, and this is Christopher Power, and I'm in California, and he's in Thailand, and we're having a conversation on all over the world because gotta love the internet. And the other day we were talking about what's new, and Christopher, there's a new moon, so you're really knowledgeable about that and astrology and all that means. So what's the new moon got for us?
Um, yeah, it's interesting. It's today, it's in about, or, you know, 6 or 7 hours time, 8 hours time. It's a new moon in Scorpio, and new moons, depending on what system, a more Chinese system, a more practical system, a more astrological system, people will say, oh, it's the beginning of a new cycle, and others will say, no, it's just part of a cycle, and it's just clearing this and doing that. Let's just look at the facts.
Mhm.
The moon and the sun are together in the same place in the sky, right? That's what a new moon is. They're both in the same degree of the zodiac. They're both in the same sign. They're both in the same human sign gate, which means the primal energy of masculine yang energy, the sun, and the representative of yin energy close to our planet, the moon, are both in the same place. The masculine and feminine are both looking at things or affecting things in exactly the same way. Now, what that means is that point you can become very conscious of what it actually means from both points of view. So let's just look at Scorpio very simply. What is Scorpio? Scorpio archetypically is about bringing things into balance, balancing the imbalances. People will go, oh, and isn't that Libra? No, this is like win-win, bringing
Mhm.
things into everybody wins. And it involves a process of death that leads to rebirth in a regenerated form filled with new life. In other words, it brings new life to things by bringing everybody into the picture. It's like win-win versus
Mhm.
win-lose. Now, the death bit scares people, and most people focus on that with Scorpio, but it's only letting go of something that's no longer appropriate, right? Letting it die out. So a new thing can be born in a better form, a regenerated form, filled with new life. So it's death leading to fresh life,
Mhm.
letting go of the past, letting go of what's not just the past, but letting go of what's no longer appropriate from the past. So it can be reborn in a better form, filled with new vibrance, new life.
Mm.
That's what Scorpio is about. And you can't do that if somebody wins and somebody loses, right? Because it's out of balance. And the archetype is about bringing balance, rebalancing the imbalances, the
Mhm.
foibles we have, the mistakes we made, the things that don't work, making them work,
Yep.
correcting the foibles. So there is a bunch of processing, but the whole goal of it is to win so that everybody wins, as long as they're willing to win. Right?
Mhm.
If somebody's not willing to win, then that's something that needs to be let go of, right? For instance, in relationships, we talked about relationships in the previous video.
Yeah.
You can get involved with a relationship, but if it's a relationship where somebody wins at the other person's expense, you get a lot of the relationships we've had in the world till now and even at present, but they're not sustainable. That's why they fall apart, or they're only sustained by domination and control.
Yeah.
So we're now at a point in history where win-win is crucial, even for our survival.
Right.
You know, with the potential for World War III and all that sort of stuff. So we now need to, this new moon that's happening in Scorpio, in a way, it's a redefinition of Scorpio energy, which is what I've just done. It's like, wow, Scorpio is about, when you look at it on a practical level, it's about courtesy on a masculine level, courtesy, treating other people with respect, valuing their value, while at the same time maintaining your value. It's about win-win. And on the feminine level, it's about bringing a whole new dimension of feminine energy into being. You know, it's not about feminism. It's not about women competing with men. It's about bringing a whole new dimension of feminine energy into play, where the feminine energy empowers the masculine energy. And because of that, the masculine fully supports the feminine. It's like win-win. Men aren't the enemy, you know, women aren't the enemy. Women can empower men to do what they truly want to do. And men, out of sheer gratitude for that, hey, I'm allowed to do the thing I truly want to do. They'll support the feminine. They'll support women in their creativity, which means women become more creative, men do more of what they truly want to do, and everybody wins. Now, that's happening when you look at the human design at the moment in a gate in Scorpio that's really about, how can I put this, thinking for yourself, having your own ideas, right? But not isolating yourself, but sharing those ideas with other people. Whether they work out or not, they're still to be respected because they're part of the process.
Okay.
So if you come up with some crazy idea, right, and it doesn't work, well, that was a success because we identified what didn't work. And if you come up with a crazy idea that does work, it's like it's just like what's happened on the internet over the last 10 or 20 years. All these amazing things happen, but they're all to be respected as part of the process, as long as the intention is that this is a win for me, and my intention is that it's a win for you. If it's still driven by my idea is going to dominate your idea, it's just not going to work any longer. It's going to disempower. It's going to deny the feminine and castrate the masculine. Right? That's what it's going to basically boil down to. So we're at a great turning point in this new moon. And I'm not saying people might see this video in, a couple of months' time or whatever. The point is that at this point that we're talking now, that relationship with scorpionic energy, the energy that can empower win-win, the energy that can bring courtesy between people, respect, that can bring out whole new dimensions of feminine energy, that care, that when they use that power that feminine energy has to care, rather than to show I'm as smart as you are, right? But to really bring in new dimensions of caring, then boy, oh boy, are we going to see some big changes in this world where everybody benefits. It's a turning point, and that energy will be flowing on into the next months and years. This is November the 13th, 2023.
Yeah.
But if you're seeing this down the line, it's going to be already in motion. So, it's a good thing that we talk about this now, because it's not just about relationships. It's about how relationships can fulfill their true value and really empower us to create a network of relationship where everybody wins. What's happening today is making this possible in the future.
Pretty extraordinary. And everybody just thinks it's a new moon.
It's
Right.
it's the coming together of masculine and feminine energy in a new way that's filled with new life, in a refreshing new way.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you. And on that fun note, I'm going to go. It's nighttime for me, so I'm going to wrap it up and go enjoy the new moon energy. It's November 12th over here in California and November 13th for you. But
Yeah.
this was great. Let's do this again.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thanks, Amy, and thanks for just letting me flow into what I had to share. I appreciate that.
Always, always, always the best. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.